Here's an advanced trick that you can use to make sure that all of your strings are perfectly in tune. If you're a beginner, this is good for you to be aware of, but this would be very hard for you to execute. For now, just use a tuner, which would put you in equal temperament, and that's fine for now. This is more for people who are interested in just or Pythagorean tuning, where your fifths are going to be slightly further apart. When you're training the ear for really precise intonation, unisons are going to be the easiest to pick out, followed by octaves, and then fifths are going to be trickier, especially because we're so used to hearing equal tempered fifths in anything that's not like a historically informed recreation. So instead of using fifths, we're going to use the natural harmonics on the violin to compare the unisons that are possible on each string. So if you're using a 440A or 442 or whatever, this is going to guarantee that your violin is in tune with itself. So you get more resonant overtones and it sounds more beautiful, and etc. So if I play an open A and then the natural harmonic in the middle of the A string, that gives me an A that's an octave higher, right? But what a lot of people don't realize is that you can get that exact same pitch on a different node on the D string. So exactly where you would use a third position A on the D string, just lift up your finger like you would for a natural harmonic, and you get the same pitch. So then play an octave with the natural harmonics in fourth position to see if those two unison pitches are actually identical and perfectly in tune. So I'll exaggerate the string crossings a little bit so you can see. And I can hear the tiniest difference that I wouldn't have really been able to tell if I had just tried open strings. Of course, you can try this on the other strings. See, that one's off. That's not right. The E string is too low. But it sounds fine on open strings. If you do all of that and it's impossible to actually get in tune like you want it to be, remember that strings don't always maintain the same stability. So it's possible you need new strings. Remember that nylon core strings are going to be the most stable in different temperatures and humidities. And I feel like since most E strings are just metal and they tend to kind of be played on the most, it makes sense to change out your E string more often than the rest. I'm realizing in making this video that I might be overdue for new E string.